When we look at this, we've got, you're always going to divide by a degree of 1. So in other words, a line. Do you see this right here? Whoops, whoops, whoops. You see our line right here? Okay, so it can only be a degree of 1. So in other words, if your divisor is x squared, you wouldn't be able to use synthetic division for this, okay? Otherwise, this is really fast, and it'll take you down 1 degree at a time. So when you do this, you want to make sure you take care of every degree. I'll explain that as I do it. First thing I want to figure out is what I'm dividing by. If it's x minus 1, I want you to go ahead and set it equal to 0 and then solve. Doesn't make it a root, but it is what we're going to divide by. And then we're going to draw this little square right here. So we're going to divide by 1, it looks like. All the variables are going to go away. Now I'm going to put all my coefficients, but my coefficients they all have to be accounted for. In other words, I mean, I have to have a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, a 0. So every degree has to be accounted for, and you'll see that when we do the next one. So all I'm going to do is write down all my coefficients. Make sure that you write them down correctly. The very first step is you automatically bring down the 2. Then we're going to multiply the 1 times the 2 and put it here. Then we just combine those two numbers. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Then we multiply again. 1 times 7. Combine negative 8 and 7 and we get negative 1. Multiply 1 times negative 1. 1 times negative 1. And then negative 17 and negative 1 is negative 18. One times negative 18 will give me negative 18. And then this last one over here, you're going to put in a box because that's going to be your remainder. And this will be negative 24. So now I need to turn it back into a polynomial instead of just a bunch of numbers. Remember, it was a degree of 4, so that means now it's going to be a degree of 3. So this is 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 18, and then it's going to be minus 24 over x minus 1, what we divided by. I like this much better than long division. The catch is you can't always use it. It's got to be x to a degree of 1. So you look at the next one, we have x would equal negative 2. So we're going to divide by negative 2. Whatever the degree is, you should have one more number than that. So notice I've got a degree, I got 3 for the 4th degree, but then I don't have anything for the 3rd degree. So I have to put a 0. If you don't put the zeros, you'll get a wrong answer. I got a negative 8 for the squared, but then notice I don't have an x, and then I have a 7. So for a degree of 4, I should expect 5 numbers. That's always something to check to see if you forgot a 0. And all we do is draw the line and we take our first number down. And then what do? Multiply. And then we combine. Multiply. Combine. Multiply. Combine. And multiply. And that'll be our remainder. You see the pattern? Multiply, combine, multiply, combine. It was a degree of 4, so now it's going to be a degree of. So we have 3x cubed minus 6x squared plus 4x minus 8. And then we've got plus 23 over x plus 2. Remainder theorem. When the remainder is blank, the divisor and the remainder are. When the remainder is a number, the divisor and the remainder are a blank. Okay. When the remainder is, I don't know what to put there. When the remainder is, the divisor and the remainder are a point. I got that. When the remainder is equal to some number, then the divisor and the remainder are a point. For example, this point for remainder theorem would be we divided by -2 and 23 is our remainder. That is a point on the graph. So every time you divide by one of these, you're actually coming up with a point on the graph, and it comes in handy sometimes when we're dealing with graphing. What do you think we would have if the remainder was 0? We would have one of our roots, right? So when the remainder is equal to 0, the divisor is a factor. So that means you've just found one of your factors for your polynomial. So let's see. The next one we got a 3. This is squared, so it's 5, -18, and 9. We've got a degree of 2. We've got 3 numbers, so we're good. Automatically take down your 5. Multiply. Combine. Multiply. And we have a remainder of 0. So that means x minus 3 is a factor. If we take 5x minus 3, because this is going to be 5x minus 3, correct? And we multiply it by x minus 3, they equal 5x squared minus 18x plus 9. They are both factors, so in that case, now you have both of your roots and you could graph it. You okay with that idea?